Yo, Papa's back, bro. You know, your mother left me and shit.
You are like Papa!
Really? But we here today talking about some anime shit, you feel me? Bird, shut the fuck up. Anyways, yeah, you know, just nature and shit, naturing. But regardless, I hope y'all is not one of these people, bro. Do not be one of these niggas that be out here hating on popular shit just to feel different, bro. Like, you know, maybe that shit might have flew back in like 2019, 2018. But ever since pandemic happened, bro, it's just like, hey, you desperate enough, bored enough, you gonna watch fucking How to Be a Maid or my Dress Up Darling, whatever the fuck. So like, hating on shit that's popular just because it's popular, just because you want to seem different or seem like, oh, I'm not like everybody else, I don't like that show. That is some of the dumbest logic I've ever seen, I've ever heard, and I've ever experienced. I'm gonna be so real with you. That's like, you are purposely screwing yourself out of a good time because you don't want to feel like everybody else. Like, bro, you're in this bitch just like we are. You're working a job, you're making content, you're whatever, taking a shit on the toilet at 2 a.m. because you done ate some hot ponchos nitos. Like, you know, like we all doing the same, we all living the same life for real, bro. So don't act like you don't watch Dragon Ball. Don't act like if they come out with a new Dragon Ball Super anime, you're not gonna be watching that shit like, oh my god, look at what Goku's doing. Like, you're going to be watching it, cuz. Don't sit there and be like, oh yeah, Naruto versus Sasuke was such a mid fight. I can't believe that people actually think that that's good. Like, y'all really haven't seen Shinji's adventures when Shinji was facing off against the Galactica. Like, bro, nobody knows what that shit is, cuz if it was really that good, then it would be mainstream. There's a reason why. Listen here, the amount of shows that go under the radar and are still underground, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is pretty rare. If it's good, if it's really good, niggas are going to show it love regardless. So if you're watching a show and they're talking about it and you're like, I don't know why nobody talks about this show, it's either probably because that shit is old as fuck or it's trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, Demon Slayer is probably the definition of mid, average, whatever the fuck. But regardless, you cannot lie and say that shit do not be hitting sometimes. Demon Slayer do be hitting. Like, good animes hit. They hit a lot, actually. It's just a matter of fact, as if you've seen the tropes before and if you know what's gonna happen. If you know what's gonna happen, you're gonna be a little bit down, like, yeah, oh, I knew that dude was gonna die and then Tanjiro was gonna sit there and slice his head off, blase blase. But that's the difference between being average and being elite, right? The first time you see something, it's gonna feel elite. Like me, like with JJK, right? I haven't seen nothing like JJK before. Like, you know, like domain expansions and, you know, this kind of dark, eerie type of shonen shit. And, you know, niggas be like, oh, you haven't watched Berserk, you haven't watched this, that, and the third, and it's like, no, I haven't, nigga. So that's why I praise JJK so much. So it's not that hard to just admit the truth. But you know, that's too hard for niggas because niggas don't, their palette, their media palette is so fucking small and so low. Once they see something they like, they sit there and they be like, oh, well, it's not like this, and I like that a lot, so therefore I'm not gonna expand my fucking appetite and I'm gonna keep watching the same bullshit that I already know that I like, because there's no reason to like other things, because that's just not in the human nature to not like other shit, aside from shit that you've already fucking seen. I love Naruto and shit, but you don't see me over here just watching Black Clover. Like, you know, I'm not one of those that call it copy Clover or whatever the fuck, thinking that it just copies everything, but it's similar to Naruto regardless if it's on purpose or not. And it's like, I'm not sitting over here just dick eating being like, oh my god, this is the next coming of fucking greatness, I'm gonna fucking come like I'm Shido in the U20s. But it's just like, be for real, bro. Just be for real. There's no way that if I come across a person that honestly thinks, yeah, the big three are trash, Dragon Ball's trash, Attack on Titan's trash, My Hero's trash, Demon Slayer's trash, I'm just gonna assume that you just suck dick for a living. Like, I'm gonna be so real, because there's no possible way that you can really, truly, honestly think that those are trash and they're the main anime you see on anything. You see people making art of anime, you're gonna see one of those. You see people talking about anime on YouTube, it's gonna be one of those. They're gonna be on the thumbnail of every fucking shonen video on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Rumble, whatever the fuck you're watching. Like, it's such a brain dead take to be like, oh, I don't like this because I like underground shit. I like shit that everybody doesn't hype up all the time. If the show you were hyping up was so good, other people would be hyping it up. Point blank, period. Do not be one of these niggas, because that is some of the dumbest shit I heard of all time. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Good night.